We're in the capital city of New Zealand today, so we're at the bottom of the North Island in Wellington. That's our venue for this Pool A clash. So we're in the Cake Tin, and the weather has been beautiful in Wellington for the last few days or so, and it's set fair again today. So it's England against Sri Lanka, both sides in search of a convincing win to propel them through to the quarterfinals. Okay, we're all about set. Lasith Malinga then to get us underway. Couple of slips in place for Moeen Ali. That's almost the perfect start. Just zoning in really on the top of that off stump. A little bit of swing. I think England will be expecting swing. Tim Southee in particular was quite brilliant, wasn't he, 8 days ago?
Yeah,
just a little shape, isn't there?
Just a bit of shape. I think the other thing is, it's hard, no matter how many times you're face pulling, it's really hard as a batsman to find your rhythm straight away against him. When you're trying to want to get on with it, Moeen Ali wants to get on with it, but it's really hard for you to get that rhythm of a bowler with him and use his pace, and that is hard to pick up.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to get. Moeen Ali, I think we'll be expecting that. We'll be expecting the odd bouncer and then the follow-up Yorker. Tim Southee got him out with a very full ball that swung back in to him 8 days or so ago.
And it was the setup too here of Tim Southee last week too to Moeen Ali. We were on commentary at the time, and there was no real short stuff, and then suddenly the start of the over, Southee bowled him a big bumper, pushed him back. Moeen Ali's feet, he lost his feet everywhere. He was back behind the crease, followed up with a good Yorker and knocked his stumps over. So that'll be in the back of the Sri Lankans' mind too.
Off and running. So important for England at the top of the order now, because he tries to get England off to a really good start, a quick start, an aggressive start. Ian Bell sometimes just tucks in behind. England unchanged. England deciding not to make a change at the top of the order, perhaps. Maybe bring in Alex Hales was an option at 3, rejig the top of the order, but they've gone with balance again. You'd expect the bowling lineup, I think, to stay the same. I'd quite like to see Ravi Bopara get a berth in late middle order there, but both sides unchanged from their last game. Lovely shot. They'll test the pace of the outfield that looks in good shape, and I think we'll go for first boundary then to Moeen Ali.
Yeah, nice shot, nice stroke from Moeen Ali. Coming off 100, you'd sense that he's in a bit of form, and I think when you see this shot, the replay here, it's his balance. He doesn't try and overhit it. There's a calmness about the shot when he played it. It's good placement, nice and still. There you go. Look how easy he does that, and that just shows you at the start there was, before he made his 100, there's a big swing of the bat. Now it just looks a little bit more calm. That's a good sign for England.
And Angelo Mathews has reacted very quickly. 2 slips now becomes 1 slip and a catcher at extra cover. Again, beautifully timed. Didn't try and hit it too hard. Down the ground this time. And another boundary. And just finds the gap. Just. But it goes for 4.
Well, and they're the elements of luck that you need in this form of the game, or in any form of the game in cricket. Just the fraction straight, and Dilshan snaffles it and you're on your bike. It was only just wide too. He just hit it hard enough that Dilshan couldn't really get a good dive in. Just think it went quick. It might have caught Dilshan a little bit by surprise too. He's generally pretty good at behind point. He was very late moving. But it's an element of luck you need as a batsman.
And Ian Bell will take that. They get in so close these days as well. Well, it was under control. I think it was an open face. I don't know whether he wanted to get it that fine, but he gets another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries then for Bell.
Black mark. Oh,
up and over this time. Just enough width for Ian Bell.
And Bell gets his 3rd boundary. Moeen Ali's got a couple, and suddenly you feel there's a bit of intent from the England openers here to put some pressure on the bowlers. 23 off 3.1. just a little bit of width. Blackmore hasn't got it right here. 1.1 none for 13. He's gone for a few boundaries, had a one official warning, just the width, the length. And all it takes is a few good shots like this, chip over the infield, a little bit of width and a drive, and suddenly the bowler think, how do I bowl to this guy? And I just don't think he has enough confidence in himself sometimes, or that might be, he doesn't exude enough confidence and a bit of presence to put on the opposition enough. If he does that, I think you get a lot more freebies.
It's actually something we worked with him a lot when I was at Warwickshire with him. It's almost, when he was playing against you in those early Ashes series, is almost exude, if you haven't got that confidence, that inner confidence, go out there and show Shane Warne et al. That you belong. In the air, gets away with a brilliant effort. It was taking some catching. It's Dinesh Chandimal. It was diving full length. It would have been a stunner.
There's a bit of hang time here. Looked like he had a good look at it. He's deep. He was back on the ring, Chandimal, and he had a good look at it. He had a chance to set himself and have a read. It looks like he nearly went too far and could have got two hands to it. It looked good, but I reckon he should have hung on to that.
I agree, actually. Second time round on the replay, I think he almost got too close to it in the end. Yep. He thought it was a bit further away from him, perhaps two hands.
Yeah, I reckon he could have got two hands to that.
Chance of life then for Ian Bell. Oh, and I think he's got away with that too. I think that's going to go for four, and I think it was in the air.
That's Dilshan, who's normally really good. Missed one earlier too.
38 without loss from four. Full again, and this time finds the gap. Beautifully placed and timed by Moeen Ali. He's been pretty patient. 40 up, 42 up after 5.
Beautiful, wasn't it? Very, very sweet from Ian Bell.
Well, this is an excellent start from England, winning the toss and batting first. I think back to that game against New Zealand where Tim Southey really swung the ball.
Oh, now. That looked a pretty good ball, as if it started to shape away and then just nipped back. He's beaten everything, beat the inside edge, beat a diving Sangakkara to his left.
Arms up in the air from fielders. Don't think they're happy with what's been given by the umpire, as he just caught his trousers, but it's cut him, it's nipped back.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's so upset with himself here, Moeen Ali. He neither did one thing nor the other. Really, the ball was there to be launched over the top, but Moeen Ali just clipped it at catchable height.
It's just a languid swing of the bat. Bit off just on the edge of the circle. There's no real intent in the shot, and he just stands there. He doesn't have to move at all at mid-off. That's a relief for Sri Lanka. Got rid of Moeen Ali.
$15 then from 26, didn't quite get going, 62 for 1. Finds the gap this time, with man at very short extra cover, just beaten to the left-hand side. Just a firm push from balance, really, but beautifully timed.
I feel much better. His technique is exactly that, to go back in his crease. He goes right into his stumps before he thinks about coming forward.
Oh, taken. Very good from Dilshan, moving away to his left. I think Balance was trying to push this through the offside, but it was the angle from around the wicket from Dilshan, and it kind of came off a thickish inside edge straight back to the bowler. 71 for 2.
Gary Balance disgusted. He kicked the ground, totally out of sorts, out of nick. He's not missing that, Dilshan. He's turning the screw here into his third over. He's just got 1 for 4. Gary Balance 6. It's 71 for 2.
So England got to regain the momentum. Let's just let things slip and become becalmed with those 2 wickets. Now, did that carry? Jayawardene at slip, normally so good.
The 2 big shots, wicket keeper and slip. He's a little bit wider. Jayawardene at slip.
It did carry. Root just pushing at the ball, and it did carry. He's an outstanding fieldsman, Mahela Jayawardene, but he's given Joe Root a life there.
Got him. Brilliant bowling from Suranga Lakmal. And a wonderful comeback because his shoulders were down, drooping. Matthews brings him back and he picks up a wicket, and it's the big one of Ian Bell, who was looking so good, Sir Ian.
Yeah, and I think he just plays all round this. I don't think it does anything. He's just sort of trying to push it into the offside, a little bit of an inside edge onto the pads, maybe onto the stumps. But for the day, he's got to go. Lakmal strikes. It's the 3rd wicket down. Ian Bell goes for 49 from 54 deliveries. It's 101 for 3.
He's just showed up in New Zealand. First time I'm seeing him out here.
That's a nice shot. That'll do Morgan the world of good. Length on it. Will it get there? I think it will. Just a boundary.
Made the adjustment, Lakmal, and pays the price. 105 for 3 after 21.
He's not getting there. Little left arm spinner, Herath.
Time well, pretty short down there as well, isn't it? No chance for Herath. Fielding has been okay. Well, it's been poor, really, in truth. Taking down a couple of catches that should have been taken, but they'll still feel they're very much in the game.
Oh, that'll go for 4. Inside edge. Ooh, you get lucky with these.
See Eoin Morgan do. He hits the ball well, he hits it the wrong way. The bowler's something to think about. All this pity pat. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, Eoin Morgan looks at his best when he's aggressive and shows that intense against the spinners and all bowlers for that matter. England have just got a bit stagnant, haven't they, since that initial onslaught they did. Good shot that. Good placement from Joe Root.
Yeah, and he's got anything that drifts in like that with this breeze coming across the ground. There is no man on the orthodox sweep. So just paddle it round and you're there.
He's a clever bowler, Herath. He's only bowled 1 over.
There you go. 1 bounce, 4. Eoin Morgan just looks to be regaining that little bit of confidence, that touch. Is it that gun barrel straight? You can't set a field there.
Oh, tight. I think he just got back. Good dive from Joe Root. I'll probably check upstairs, but I think it was a good dive.
Well, it's good fielding, good throw. Sangakkara barely had to move. Dive, ball, yes, well done, Joe Root. Good dive. Without the dive, he'd have been gone.
It's a good throw too, wasn't it, to Sangakkara?
Perfect. Should be straightforward to the 3rd umpire. There you go, not out. So, good running. Also takes Joe Root onto 50 from just 65 delivery. So, his good form continues. Well. Just saying he's playing well. He's got his touch back and he's picked the man at backward point. And he didn't have to move. It's straight at him. So the England captain goes for 27. And he picked out Dilshan.
Absolutely shelled that beef. He's hit that out of the screws. We saw Ian Bell earlier just beat Dilshan a few half chances and have a little bit of luck. Owen Morgan can't believe that. That's a strength of his too. He got the width, absolutely spanked it, but Dilshan was in close and hit it straight to him and took a sharp chance. Just as starting to look dangerous, Owen Morgan. He's gone for 27 and it's 161 for 4. Oh, shot. That's a super shot. That's gone hard. Pick the gap. Good shot.
Fetched it from outside off stump. Very good.
Back cut, and that will be 4. The welcome boundary.
With an offer. And as you said, Root is now in the groove.
Away into the leg side. This will be 4.
You need to get that higher. And that was at a comfortable height.
Got to get it quicker as well. That's only 126, so it sits up nicely. He gets into position. Fine leg is inside the circle. There is a deep square leg.
It's not the slower bouncer.
A few dives in as Joe Root nearly lost his trousers.
That's missed his pads.
I think this is a poor review.
But we are, of course, at an angle.
Yeah, we are. I think it just looked like it's going down the leg side. Oh, yeah. Come on, Russell, what are they doing? They've not reviewed that, surely.
Oh, that's shocking.
That is the worst I've seen. Good decision, umpire. Oh, that'll fly away. No slipping position. Thick outside edge. Good runs for England. It's 194 for 4.
Intentional. I thought he meant it. Shot 1, just try and get it fine. Perfect result for Taylor.
There's another. Slides away. Very fine, 4 more.
Malinga unlucky. That was off the bottom edge, which flew away, but width was on offer. So he was asking for trouble, wasn't Malinga?
Amazing shot through extra cover.
Lovely shot. Joe Root into the 80s, looking dangerous, looking like he'll go on and get a big one.
Got to be in at the end. He's scoring naturally now.
Sitting deep in the crease, waiting for the full one. And it's one of those wickets where the moment you hit a length, it seems difficult to get away.
He's done that well.
Oh, he's timed the ears off that.
Yeah. It wasn't a bad delivery from Malinga, maybe just a little wider than he wanted, but Taylor got it away. England needed that boundary too. 19 for 4.
Oh.
In the slot, and Root has picked that up beautifully. It was right there in the slot, but he hit it well, and he goes to 96 now.
Yeah, good stroke. As you say, that was right in the slot, and Joe Root's in good enough touch here. Just picked the gap, didn't try and overhit it too hard. Good balance, kept his shape. Just a nice swing of the bat.
Now, has he got this through? He has. Will this go all the way? It does. And arms raised aloft for Joe Root as he becomes the youngest England batsman to get 100 in World Cup cricket. He's dropped his bat at the non-striker's end, so he can't lift his bat, but he can wave to the crowd, and there's a huge smile as well. Well played, Joe Root.
Yeah, well played, Joe Root. Came in after a fall of a couple of wickets that England needed a post. He's been there for the majority of the innings. And he's got 100 off 100 deliveries, and the youngest player ever, 11 fours and 1 6. Just when England needed it too. They need him to go on now. Be there at the end too. Got through the infield. Dropped the bat. Oh, there you go. Have some of that. What a shot that was. Excellent stroke. Manufactured it, didn't he? Gave him the charge.
Yeah, the bowler saw him coming and dropped it in short. And what Taylor had there was tremendous speed through the ball. Seen this time and time again when he plays for Leicestershire and Nottinghamshire now, of course, in English domestic game. He's got strong forearms, strong wrists, and quick hands through the ball.
You see the point of impact there, Ath. He wasn't on the move. Even though he shuffled down the crease and went to hit the ball, he was still at the point of impact when he hit the ball. Oh.
Sharp Joe Root, 3 men up inside the circle. Great innovation. Picked the right ball as well with the angle from round the wicket, the ball going across him.
It was good thinking from Joe Root. He waited up, didn't he? He thought, OK, where's my best place to get a boundary with the angle of Pereira? He's coming on. It's going to be across me. All that. I think he got that off the edge. It's lucky these bats are so big. It's straight off the middle of the edge. But he thought it out well. It's just a matter of getting it in the gap then. The pace was only 129, so you don't have to worry about that too much. It's only medium.
It's the angle, isn't it? He's round the wicket again still. So there is an angle to be created. Will Root do the same thing? He tries and he goes again and does it really well.
Oh, has that gone all the way?
Now we'll check this. 4 or 6, could be a 6. This one came right out of the meat. The previous one off the bottom of the bat, this one off the middle.
Yeah, the first look at that, I reckon he's got enough up and under it to actually carry the boundary. Might be 6, that. Quick to get into position. Yeah, shot. Just enough. A good metre over it.
I reckon
think with this field, he's meant to be bowling leg stump. He's got he's 3 men out, are all on the onside on the fence. There's only 1 man at mid-wicket. Everyone else is up inside the circle except for a deep cover.
Slow ball and Root goes straight and over mid-wicket. Problems here for Sri Lanka, and Root on the charge. Do you think they're better coming over the wicket though and spearing the ball in at around middle and leg?
Yeah. I think when you bowl around the wicket like this with this field, it's just creating too much angle. And it's all about angles in this stage of the game. You're second guessing all the time. At least with over the wicket, you've got a bit more control. The batsman has to do a bit more work. The bowler's actually helping the batsman create that angle. Yeah. This is the big over that England needed. 21 already off this over with 1 ball to go. He's doing what you say now. Pereira's going back over the wicket, Ath.
Well, I think this is a better angle.
There's more chance of, I suppose, going for a single, picking out a field and bowling to your field. Well, I tell you what, he's going to ramp him here on the leg side. Fine legs come up inside the circle. He
almost needed the field he had before when he was round the wicket.
This is fine leg for sure.
Yeah. Oh, edged past Sangakkara. This is a huge over for England. What's he gone for there? 25 from the over with a couple of 6s and 3 4s, 257 for 4. Gone. Thick edge has found Dilshan, I think, hovering at backward point, but it's a good little innings from James Taylor. 25, a runner ball, and he's given England some impetus.
Yeah, good bowling from Malinga. We said Sri Lanka need Malinga to come back and take a wicket here, up to 140 kilometres an hour. Those wide Yorkers, with his action, it's very hard to get away. Good field. And Sri Lanka needed that because England was starting to mount a big assault on those last 5 overs. James Taylor's gone for a good little knock at 25. It's 259 for 5.
4.5 overs remaining as Jos Buttler comes to the crease to partner Joe Root, who's 121 not out from just 106 balls, and England 259 for 5. Now that's a good first ball to get from Malinga. I think that might have rattled Buttler on his cage. Yeah, just the umpire asking, is he okay, as do the Sri Lankan players. I think he is all right, but it was a good straight bouncer from Malinga.
Oh,
Just flicked.
that's got to hurt there. I reckon that missed the helmet and got the side of the grill near the ear. Yeah, that's got to hurt, that. I hope he's okay here, because that's, look at that, that's missed the helmet. That's got him just underneath on that ear guard. There's not a lot of protection there. He's got to take a bit of time to make sure he's okay. Gather himself, because that's got to hurt.
So Jos Buttler's okay. He may have changed his helmet. He's tried it again, and Buttler pulls it away. There are 2 men back, but that's beaten the man at deep backward square just to his right. So Buttler is away.
Oh, close.
Leg side, no, given. Now, England have a review. Just wondered whether this was a bit leg side. The fact that it's hit that front pad first is key here, I think.
Oh.
Ooh, well, it has been given out, remember, on the field, so this will stay with the umpire's call. I actually thought it was straighter than that.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, Hawkeye says it's clipping. The on-field umpire's decision was out, so that's how it remains. And that ends an outstanding innings from Joe Root. 121 from 108 balls. Well played. Powerful players. I tell you, there are 2 men out there. One at deep cover, one at deep extra cover. He has absolutely hit this in the middle of them. And what have they got? 10 yards to make each of them? Neither can do it.
As soon as it's sort of hit it, you went, he's creamed that. That's going to be disappointing, one. But he's just found the gap. There's, as you said, there's basically an extra cover and a deep cover.
As he does.
Oh, he hasn't again, has he?
It away. Powerfully square of the wicket. Terrific batting from Jos Buttler.
Oh, what a shot. 2 in this over, just by sheer power and placement. Still extra cover, Rath?
Extra cover. Oh my God, that will have hurt.
Oh, let's hope he's okay. That's real. I reckon he's in real pain there.
Oh no.
He's hit that really hard.
Yeah.
And that's a broken finger.
Let's hope he's all right. You can see what Buttler was trying to do again. And actually was well bowled.
That's really hurt. He's going straight off the ground, Harath. He's in a bit of trouble. Don't like to see that. Oh,
full toss. Well, that's a
bad
gift.
delivery. That's a gimme.
Yeah, it's a gift. And square leg umpire has signalled a no ball as well. So a bad start to the over for Lakmal.
Yep, 6 to go. And that'll probably be 1 warning too, is it? Above the waist. Yep. This is going to be ugly. Yep. Got a bad feeling. He's going to go for a lot here. Buttler's lining him up here. He's got no confidence, Lakmal, here to get those wide Yorkers in. He's already gone for a waist hole full bunger. He's got 5 balls to go, and you just feel that Buttler really fancies chances in this over. 9 from 1. 5 to go.
It's the power that's been impressive here with Buttler. That's well bowled again. It's, well, what, an inch out maybe? And Buttler somehow has got that over extra cover for 6. That is a remarkable shot from not a particularly bad delivery, you have to say.
Excellent shot. That brings up the 300 for England as well. Just pure brute strength, this one. Look at that, just the way he chops down on that bottom hand.
That's the point I was making about the players who are strong now, like Dhoni, getting these almost Yorkers away for 6. I mean, the bowler's only marginally out there.
That's what I suppose when we played the one days was if you just miss the Yorker, make it a low full toss. Oh, that'll be his second warning. That'll be him done. That's him. He's done. Go and have a field.
Yeah. That's a nasty ball.
Oh,
the second of the over. You get very little leeway.
Who's left to bowl?
As a bowler.
Dilshan.
2 balls remaining. Dilshan to bowl them. Yeah.
He should run here, get Buttler back on strike. Doesn't matter if he gets run out. Oh, and he's got back.
I don't think the ball was in Dilshan's hands anyway.
There's bad fielding, bad match awareness from the game. Everybody, as soon as he hit it, they were trying to Woakes. It was good effort from Woakes to get back for 2. He didn't care if he got run out, and it's 1 run extra to the score. Hands dismissing the stumps, but he could have got in a lot quicker. Let's allow Buttler back on strike for the last ball of the innings.
Goes leg side and will finish with a boundary. Finishes with a 4, so what a gem of an innings that is from Jos Buttler. He finishes with 39 from 19 balls with 6 fours and a 6. And England off their 50 overs have 309 4-6. It's a very good pitch. It's not the kind of score that terrifies teams these days, but in this World Cup, if you get 300 batting first, lots of teams have managed to defend it. That's how England got to 309 with Joe Root, a very good 100, 121 from 108 balls, 49 at the top for Ian Bell, and a couple of 20s from Morgan and Taylor in the middle order, but it was Buttler at the end who powered them with 39 from 19. So Sri Lanka will need 310 at just over 6 runs and over to win the game.
Yep, beautifully poised here. Anderson with the new ball up against Tiramani. A bit of bounce there for Jimmy Anderson.
And as you often see with Jimmy Anderson, to the left-handers, he quite often likes to start going across them, which is what he was trying to do with that delivery then, get it to swing towards the slips. England need to adjust their length a little bit, go a fraction fuller. That's a much better length.
Good running too. They'll need that. They need to be busy, won't they? And just put England under pressure in the field. So first over gone, 2 without loss. Think that'll fly away for 4. Yes, it will. It's a poor start from Stuart Broad. You can see from the shake of the head he's trying to bowl full, but he's too wide on this occasion.
Well, that's what allows the shot to be played, and if you go it as hard as Dilshan does, if you get an edge as he does here, it just flies. No one's getting anywhere near that. It's just too wide.
Edge this time and put down. I think first slip was put off by Buttler. I think it's Joe Root that's put it down. Buttler went to go for the catch and then pulled out.
Keeper's catch. Always a keeper's catch. Jos Buttler has to commit to this. It's outside the off stump, going away, and he just pulls his hands out. Go for it. You've got the gloves on.
Yeah, he's no chance here. You can blame Joe Root if you want, but he's no chance. He's seen that so late. He's just convinced that Butler's going for it. I think we get a better angle of it here. It's Butler's catch. Buttler goes and then just pulls out, gives him no chance. In the air, but finds the gap. Hit well enough to go down the ground for 4. Anderson will be too upset with that. That's what he wants from his batsman. He wants him to drive outside the off stump. Length is good.
Yeah, it was never in control. It could have gone to mid-off. It didn't. Finds the gap. 4, but in the air for a long time.
Not slow anymore. First 6 of the innings. Tilakaratne Dilshan just swivels on that short one from Broad.
Yeah, it's a terrific shot that from Dilshan. Broad has bowled some quick deliveries. This wasn't one of them on the speed gun at least. It was short, but it was only 134 miles an hour, so Dilshan had a bit of time.
Why it's a good start is Sri Lanka haven't lost wickets. Picked up again, 6. That wasn't all that short.
No, this was a different shot, really. This was almost just a swivel pull off the front foot. The previous ball was very short from Broad, and Dilshan played a genuine hook or pull shot. This was, he was on the front foot here and just helping it round off what a pretty good length ball, really.
Good pitch, Athers. 4. Tirimana. That was a classic shot. Class all around that one.
Yeah, and you know, he said Anderson's not quite the same threat with the white Kookaburra ball as in England with the red Duke, where he's had Tirimani on a number of occasions. You can see what he's trying to do there. He's trying to get the ball to swing to the slips, even from round the wicket. But it's gun barrel straight, really.
Oh, lovely shot. Tirimana enjoying himself. Sri Lanka go past 50.
Yeah, it's not a bad ball from Anderson. The length is fine. It's maybe just a little wide, but as you say, it looks a really good pitch and looks like the kind of surface you can just hit through the line of the ball, which Tirimani has done here for the second time in the over.
Have to be very careful. Lovely shot again, down the ground. Thought the fielder could have done a little bit better at this.
Yeah, Broad's got a long way to go down, hasn't he? He's a fairly lanky piece of work, but he kind of dived over it, really.
Nicely played. Back-to-back boundaries for Tirimana.
Well, this is lovely, isn't it? It's very cute. For a moment, I just thought he was leaving the ball, swaying inside the line of it, but then he just allowed the ball to run off the face of the bat, really. Very, very cute.
9 4s and 2 6s already in the first 14 overs. Oh, that's going to run away for 4, probably 2. Yep. Just a little bit of width from Moeen Ali.
Well, they quickly put the fielding situation out of the game. England 309 for 6, and they gave them a run around in the last 10 or 15 overs, and they looked a bit disjointed. They've forgotten all about that. This is a terrific start.
Oh, that might be in the gap too, is it? Yeah, that's 4. I think that's Wokes down there, is it? Put in a bit of a dive, but couldn't stop it. Oh, that'll be his 50 from Tirimani. Well played, got Sri Lanka off to a very good start. 50 off just 58 deliveries, 7 boundaries. Very good knock.
Really important for him and Sri Lanka. You talk about Dilshan, Jayawardene, Sangakkara, Matthews.
Oh, in the air, got him.
Oh.
Just what England needed, can you believe it? Now, was it the ball before that spun that just changed it up a bit? It looks like he got himself tangled up a bit, Dilshan. He was going to work it a little bit full and then just chipped it. And a real soft one straight to mid-wicket.
He's in 2 minds. I'm sure he wants to sweep this first up, then changes his mind, gets his bottom hand coming through the ball. Comfortable catch. England needed that. Morgan takes the catch. It's Moeen Ali again. That change of pace. 4 seamers and a spinner. Dangerous player gone. Tillakaratne Dilshan. 44, 100 for 1.
Great players. Sangakkara to the crease. Somehow England have got to try and squeeze here. They can't just let Sangakkara settle and dink the ball around and just nudge it around. It's a bit wide. Tirimani did well there, just angled it away.
Just the width, isn't it? Waits for it. Beautifully placed. It's an interesting game that 2 players were dropped very early on in their innings. Root for England went up to 100.
It's a poor ball. The previous over that Tirimani hit off Root was a poor delivery. This was equally poor from Moeen Ali, short. And all the time in the world just to pull it away. Beautifully played. Oh. That'll disappoint Wokes. A boundary going off the last ball of the over. 146 for 1.
That's gone a long way. No, that's gone a long, long way.
It's a beauty. Sri Lanka go past 150. Just the 2 fielders in the deep. There's no one at mid-wicket, but there's no chance when you can get it off the middle of the bat and into the crowd.
Lovely shot, powered down the ground.
He was not fluent, he was scratchy against Bangladesh, but he did a job that day. But he's been a treat today, Nick. Tirimana, he likes the offside, played some wonderful drives. And you spoke about the batting power play. When things are going well, when you got things under control, don't make a change.
Too short, too wide. He won't miss out. He's in good touch. Has 100 to his name already in this World Cup.
I also did say if they can get through the first few overs, there's a sameness in this English attack. Where are they going? Well, he knows Finn's going to be short, looking at the field. Picks it up perfectly well. Under pressure now, Stephen Finn. Happens to any bowler when you show your intent of the first ball of the over. Another one dropped in the crowd. They just need to keep ticking it along.
That'll do nicely, though. Just helped on its way, really. Nothing more than that. Using the pace that's there from delivery abroad, around about 130 Ks.
Nicely helped on. Friendly loosener to Sangakkara. Nah, you're not done your homework.
It was just a loosener, wasn't it? It was just a very stiff delivery. Beautifully played. Won't get a boundary. Just the ease with which he plays his shots. And 50 at a canter, really, for Sangakkara. Barely out of breath. He's just knocked it in the gaps. He's hit his odd boundary. So he's in good form, and he's showing that form now.
Sangakkara playing brilliantly again. He's got all the numbers.
This brings up the 200 as well for Sri Lanka. 203 for 1 to the start of the 36. They only need 107 from 89 deliveries at the moment. Just a class player, Sangakkara.
Full toss, lawful toss, dispatched.
It's not what they need. Has a big drop, that one from Root, but the keeper just lose all your bearings and the pace of when the ball comes. You think he's going to take it, the keeper. Big drop that was early. Sangakkara now just going about his work. 68 off just 53. Well, you might need a few more than 2 back if you're going to bowl waist high, sort of pull shot length at wrap power. It's nowhere near full pace from Jimmy Anderson. 124k loosener, waist high to Sangakkara. He's going to dispatch them all day long. A couple of bounces, 4.
Sits back and just waits for this pixie spot. England suffering. Oh, he pulls him again.
In the air, in the gap, 1 bounce.
He's motoring now. Sangakkara 77 from 56, 6 4s, 2 6s. Well, we saw that conversation at the start of the over. There's another one.
I just wonder it was to give Sangakkara a couple of short ones. What Jimmy Anderson didn't do, he gave him a freebie first up, 124 kilometres waist high, and then he's gone for the effort ball next and just found the gap.
Oh, he's dropped him. He's just come into that fielding position. Does it drop short? It looks catchable.
I think that was a catch. I think he got done for the pace. I don't think he thought it was going to carry, and suddenly just lobbed to him. It was the lack of pace. Wow, what a moment in the game. Let's have a look, Bumble. I think this is carried, mate. It looks in the air, it's hung up there for a while. Moeen Ali just didn't make it. It was a catch. That's as easy as they come to. It's just lobbed to him. Just hasn't moved. Oh, wow.
There he goes. Tirimani, a wonderful century. Sangakkara wants 2. 1's enough for Tirimani.
Fantastic knock. Sri Lanka needed a good start. They've got it through Tirimani. He's gone all the way to get 100. He lost his partner, Dilshan, up. They put on 100. He's the youngest Sri Lankan to score a World Cup century. We already saw Joe Root being the youngest Englishman. Tirimani's fourth one-day international 100, and what a knock it's been too, at a great time and when Sri Lanka needed him.
Oh, this will be four. It beats that offside field, backward point. England are suffering here.
And with a blink of an eye, Sangakkara is just about eyeing off 100 now. He's gone 84 off 59 deliveries.
In the mood.
Oh, I tell you what, the last few innings that Sangakkara's played, he's looked hungry. He's got that look in his eyes, looked determined, and hasn't he played well too? Really hitting the ball well. His shot selection's good. Looks like he's confident. He's pumped up.
Flicked into the leg side. There's no fielder there. And he's hit this on the angle from around the wicket. He's just coming into leg stump, full length flick.
Yeah, Sangakkara likes facing Stuart Broad. He's lined him up ever since. Every time he comes in, you can just see Sangakkara lining Stuart Broad up. Just too straight, too full.
Tirimani's got to come back. He will do. He's quick. He's young. And he gets there.
Outstanding from Kumar Sangakkara. Just outstanding from the veteran. Plenty of support here too.
England will be happy to leave Wellington. Smashed here by New Zealand a week ago, and whilst this game is not done yet, it appears they're heading for a pretty convincing defeat as well now. That's scrappy. It's gone under Butler for 4 byes. England look done, don't they?
They're having a ball, a lot of fanfare planned. Buses booked towards Sydney before heading to the ground.
Slower ball, and it's gone miles in the air as Taylor comes around and puts it down, punches it over the rope, and that just about sums up England's day.
He did well to get to it. That was hit high by Tirimana. He probably ran 30 meters. But after making all that ground, should have really hung on to it. Made it look so easy.
Well, you were right. He made good ground. It was a good effort, really, but just the sight of James Taylor splayed on the ground with the ball trickling over the rope. Rather sums up England's day. That's beautifully played. That was really well played. Played one of these earlier in the day. This one, if anything, was even defter.
Had a lot more class in the way he touched this one. New heroes, that's what Sri Lanka needed. They'll be relieved that they found one at the top of the order. And it's another massive win for Lahiru Tirimana, this knock. Because James Anderson is the bowler who has had the wood on him.
.300 is up, end of the 46th over.
And 200 partnership, second consecutive 200 partnership for the second wicket by Sri Lanka. Against Bangladesh, 210 unbeaten between Sangakkara and Dilshan.
Four singles from the over, 304 for 1. Where will England look back on today? They'll look back at that period just after the end of the power play. They got a good start, 60 for 61. And then they lost momentum as Balance came to the crease and Dilshan came on, so they had a period where they lost momentum. maybe they could look at whether they could have promoted Butler the last 10 overs, and then obviously the bowling, which has looked totally ineffectual. Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, I think it is. What a way to finish the game. Lahiru Tirimani hits it down the ground all the way. He goes to 139. He's played a wonderful innings here, as has Sangakkara at 117. And Sri Lanka have hammered England 312 for 1. They've done it with lots and lots of time to spare. Still 2.4 overs remaining. And at no stage in this run chase did they appear to be anything other than in total control.
100-run opening partnership, 212 unbeaten runs for the second to see Sri Lanka home.
Well, it was a suitably comprehensive way to finish the game, really. Woakes putting the ball on a length and Tirimani smashing it down the ground. He's been absolutely delighted with his form today, as has Sangakkara, who was in his ear all the way to the close, telling him not to get out and to make sure Sri Lanka won this game by 9 wickets. Sangakkara unbeaten for 117, and Tirimani 139 off 143 balls. Dilshan the only man to go, but he played pretty well for 44 off 55. All that batting power unused. Jayawardene, Matthews, Karunaratne, Chandimal. He'd taken his pads off a long way before the end. So 47.2 overs, 2.4 overs remaining, 9 wickets in hand. We can show you the bowling figures if you want to see them. Just that 1 wicket for Moeen Ali, who bowled his 10 overs for 50, but no threat from any of the other seamers, really. Finn looking short of rhythm and short of pace, 8 overs for 54. Woakes taken for 72 in 9.2. Broad wicketless and leaking 67 in his 10. And Anderson doesn't look like the champion bowler that England have seen in the last few years with this white Kookaburra ball that is not swinging for him. None for 48 from his 8 overs. 312 for 1, the run chase. Just the 6th time that a team has managed a successful chase of over 300 in a World Cup game. And